That's that's a great shrine. All right, let's talk about it. First perk we got Dark Devotion. What does Dark Devotion do? Well, the answer is fuck all, but what can we actually use Dark Devotion for? Alright, basically you're obsessed with one survivor. When you hit that survivor takes your heartbeat. Has to be the obsession. Therefore, if you have Nemesis and you can trade obsessions, you can also use this as well, providing you a flashlight, pallet stun, DS, etc. Headed on, these kind of things, you can also force it. So if I'm playing a Michael Myers with a very small heartbeat at, let's say, what do we got? 16 meter heartbeat in tier 2. I pop tier 3, therefore I have a large heartbeat. I've also got Modern Abuse. If I were to down my obsession with an M1, that obsession takes a 32 meter heartbeat to the floor with them. Now I can walk around for the next 20 seconds without a heartbeat. I still have a red stain in front of my chest, but they will have no sound indicator. This could be good on an indoor map or walls, on a map with very large walls or tight corners and doorways. A perk like this on a map like Blood Lodge, it's not going to help you too much. But not having a heartbeat with your movement can be lethal. However, obviously the Hillbilly's Chainsaw will still be able to be heard. But if you note, you become obsessed with one survivor, hitting the obsession with a basic attack. Therefore, a chainsaw hit will not apply. A shred from a Demogorgon will not apply. If you were to run this perk on anyone that wasn't a stealth-based killer, I mean, realistically, you could run this on anyone. You could run it on Leatherface, but you're not going to be able to excel with it as much as you would with Nemesis Play With Your Food. It is not a fantastic perk. I cannot really recommend this. You could run it on Myers. You could also run Tinkerer on Myers. They're not his best perks. You'd be better off with Modern Abuse for the consistency of a small heartbeat at all times, although you won't be able to snowball with your tier 3 as efficiently, but you could still use it at the right time if you know they've mispositioned themselves, etc., and come around the corner in tier 2 to down one that was injured to then pop tier 3 on the other one to apply the perk. So there are still ways around it. Would I buy this perk out of the shrine? Realistically, the answer is no. No real killer benefits from it phenomenally right now. Doesn't apply off an on-hit effect, therefore a throwing axe from a Huntress will not apply this effect either. Plus, the Lullaby isn't pinpoint directionable, but it does get louder the closer you are to the Huntress. Looking at the next perk, we have Leader. Leader's a bit of an interesting perk. Basically, it is a buff that you give to everybody around you. So basically, it's a 15, 20, and 25% buff. So if you know Botany Knowledge is the exact counter to Sloppy Butcher as well. Same with Leader. Leader's not bad. So basically what this means is if I'm injured and I need somebody to heal me, I can get them to heal me 25% quicker. If there's 2 people, they're going to heal me faster as well. Based on the fact there's 2 of them, there's going to be slight diminishing returns. But at the same time, it's not bad. It'll allow them to hook save quicker. It'll allow, if I'm on the hook and they're coming to save me, they'll do the animation quicker. Search chests quicker. Break hooks quicker. It does everything quicker except for vaulting. And it even does Savu quicker. It does everything quicker but vaulting, and it does everything quicker as well, but objectives. Objectives is prove thyself only. Not a bad perk. It's cool. It's cute. Lacking of the consistency based on the fact it buffs you. It doesn't buff you at all. It buffs everyone around you. So for all you know, you're going to be playing with the Teletubbies, Dipsy, Lala, and Tinky Winky that aren't going to be able to use the Leader efficiently. And you're going to be standing here going, hey, I'm giving you Leader so you can open the exit gate faster, or hey, I'm giving you Leader so you can go for the hook save. You know, like, it's a bit sticky to try and use in solo queue, but in a Swift, if you know what you're doing, you can utilize it, but you'd be better off with something like a Borrowed Time, or some, depending on what you want to excel at as well. So keep that in mind. You can run Salvatore, for example. It just depends on your preference and playstyle. It's a jack of all trades, master of none for everyone around you, but not for yourself. So it's a bit of a support perk, but not like a very fantastic one, like Vigil. Solidary. Alright, what does this perk do? While you are healing your ally, this basically allows you to receive half the healing of which you've done. Yes. So it's going to take you a little bit of time. It's going to take you like 16 seconds to heal your ally. This is 40, 45, and 50%, whether it's tier 1, tier 2, or tier 3. Therefore, you will heal half of what you healed your opponent. You'll heal half of what you healed your ally for. So if you've got to heal Jeff by yourself, awesome, you'll heal 50%. You then got to heal Megan by yourself, awesome, you've just healed yourself. But if you're with Jeff and Megan, and you're healing Megan with Jeff, so confusing, you're not going to heal your bar to halfway. You'll heal it before halfway, so you're going to have to do 3 heals. It's not bad if you're going to heal one guy, then that guy's going to heal you. It does counter Sloppy Butcher and all those things on yourself, but not on the target you're healing. Realistically, it is an overcomplicated, not very good perk to be able to utilize. Realistically, you're better with Self-Care, which is going to take you 32 seconds to heal yourself. At least you can actually heal yourself. With Solidary, you're still going to find somebody else, and if you don't heal somebody else, it's not going to work. And the meta being Iron Will Dead Hard, or Iron Will, and people gen rushing, you're going to look at this perk not being utilized very well, and at the same time, it doesn't apply. If you're healing somebody and they adrenaline, it doesn't apply from the adrenaline, the fact that they full healed, because they healed from a different preference, not from you. So just keep that in mind too. The next perk we're looking at is Territorial Imperative. Territorial Imperative is actually a bit of a hidden gem, okay? It's not a great perk, but it's not a shit perk. This perk can be utilized on any killer that can come back to the basement with lethality and a forceful instant down. At the same time, it can also be utilized with a perk called Make Your Choice, making somebody like the Wraith lethal around the basement. The issue here is you need to catch and put somebody in the basement. Realistically, if you're chasing somebody in the basement, if they go to the basement, you will hear a sound indicator, and you'll see them glow pink running down the basement stairs, and that will be revealed for you for 3 seconds, 32 meters, and the cooldown goes down to, I believe, 20 seconds. So it goes basically 30, 25, and 20 before it'll trigger again, but you have to be outside of 32 meters at all times for it to be able to activate. It's actually pretty freaking good on a Demogorgon, because the time the basement triggers on the Demogorgon, you put a portal on the ground, and then you use the tunnel underground. As long as you don't have add-ons like the Deerlung, if he gets the save off the hook, he's going to be, you make a choice, then you can down him and trade. You can also play it around Leatherface if you wanted to do that kind of gameplay. It just depends on a lot of different things. You'll see some trappers use it, some hags use it that want to utilize basement builds, but at the same time, it is a cheeky perk that can be used well, but at the same time, it generally results in you proxying the basement as opposed to protecting your objectives. So you're gonna either settle for 1 kill or you're gonna get 4 through altruism. Bit of a hit and miss. It just depends. I used to have it in my Leatherface build, believe it or not. That way I could come back to the basement at the right time to go for a chainsaw trade. But I've kind of like adapted and changed my Leatherface playstyle based on how the meta has changed and Nemesis play with your food being actually a powerhouse combo on him right now. But guys, that's gonna be all for this week's Shrine. If I'm gonna tell you to buy something out of it, realistically, this is a non-DLC perk, so there's no point in buying it. You can get it through leveling the Huntress. This is a DLC perk from the Plague. It's not really going to help any of the killers that come in the base kit of the game. It really isn't. It could help a Hillbilly if you M1 a guy and then you walk around the corner and chainsaw one down, but you have a Tinkerer for things like that, even though you wouldn't want to use Tinkerer. It's a DLC perk. I still save my blood points. Not a DLC perk from Dwight Fairfield at level 35, and then we have level 30 from Jane, which is a DLC perk. Realistically, guys, I'm not going to try and sell you on any of these perks. I would say save your iridescent shards for next week and hope we get something better in the Shrine. But guys, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. We do stream DVD 5 days a week, and you can pop into the live streams, and over here at Twitch, where we do stream it 5 days a week. Like I just said, we do educational survivor and killer content. If you guys think you know everything about the game, you can help me teach people that don't. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.